YouTube. I guess everybody is busy. Hey, who's on here? Who, Shelly Shell? I know you'd be probably on here. Hey everyone. Hey Dorian. Well, I'm sitting here at Whole Foods waiting for Yvette. She said she's gonna be here at 5:30, so you know, I'm just waiting till I do Grubhub at about 5:30. And it's kind of crowded at this Whole Food. I'm at the one in Ponce de Leon, which is like in Midtown. And I'm just sitting here, just contemplating a lot of things on my mind. I don't really want to get into it right now. But I just want to make my announcement about my $150 tax special that I will be preparing to take offers for the next coming few months. Even though a lot of times people tend to start taxes around as it gets closer to April 15th, but this is the time to start gathering your documents. You know, you don't have to sort anything. You don't have to, you know, figure things out. Just basically just gather whatever information that you have. Not 1099s or W-2s. You know, you don't get those until the end of February anyway. But I'm talking about like start gathering and preparing to get like bank statements together, if you manage to keep your receipts and you know, things like that, you know. So as I said in a previous live stream video earlier today, I had mentioned about I'm going to be compiling questions that people have for me, and I'm gonna do a Q&A session about taxes. Not so much, you know, specific tax questions, but kind of like things that people may have a question about for the upcoming tax season, and what type of things you may need to start doing, because tax planning and having a tax plan and executing your taxes, it's something you need to do early in the game rather, meaning that you don't wait till January, February to come up with things. This is the time at the end of the year, as we close our books, you want to say, as you enter the last quarter of the year. That's when you want to start putting things together, even if it means putting it in envelopes and putting things in folders, and just have it ready, so that way people could decipher what you have. Because like I told y'all earlier, if you haven't kept track of your miles, if you haven't kept track of your receipts, a lot of times you lose thousands and thousands of dollars by not planning ahead of time. And a lot of times people simply rely on Jackson Hewitt and some of these companies to do a return. And a lot of times I've noticed that people be entitled to a lot of things that they never thought about deducting. Like for example, me looking for a job. You know that's an expense you can write off your taxes. Going to job interviews, printing out resumes, buying clothes for interviews. Even if you didn't get a job, the fact that looking for a job is a write-off, and that doesn't go on a Schedule A. That goes on a Schedule. That goes on a Schedule A. That doesn't go on a Schedule C. But as it relates to business, like right now I'm sitting here and I have I ate Whole Food and I was eating pizza. You know, when you driving Uber and Lyft and all these other gig jobs, you know that when you go out and eat and buy food for your lunch, dinner, snacks, 50% of what you spend while you're doing these ride-sharing gigs, the food you buy on the road is a deduction. It's 50%. So if you spend say let's say $1,000 the whole year eating out, buying soda, water, eating pizza, going to Chick-fil-A, and you driving, doing Uber and Lyft and Grubhub and all these apps, that is on this. You can write that off. Hey, Shelly Shell, it's only you and Dorian on here today. Everybody else is busy. And Shelly Shell, remember what I told you yesterday? That's what happened. It was the YouTube thing that someone had viewed. But anyway, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to talk about that. I'm still trying to wrap my mind about it. But you know, I'm good. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I am getting there for sure. So right now I'm just sitting here at Whole Food waiting on Yvette. I'm going to be meeting up with her. I met her face to face already a couple weeks ago when we was meeting up to do Amazon Flex. So she's going to be doing Grubhub. She signed up today, and I told her I'm going to go and wait at Whole Foods, which is in Ponce de Leon, Midtown. You know, it's kind of like in the middle between downtown Atlanta and quite in between Decatur, and next to, you know, this is a hot spot for food deliveries, but I'm trying not to really stay too much closer to this area. I'm gonna try to make my way further back up to Decatur, my usual spots. I don't want to go downtown, and then it's so crowded in Whole Food today. Right now, it's like so hard for people to get parking in this Whole Food. It's so small. It's not small, but put it this way, this Whole Food was not meant to carry the capacity of customers that has moved into the neighborhood and everything else. But anyway, I'm just making a video, live stream video, while I'm sitting here waiting for Yvette. And then 6:30 I start Grubhub, and I'm gonna probably work until, I'm really gonna work until about 11 o'clock tonight. I usually try to be home at 9, 10 o'clock. And but I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna be hustling from now on, believe me. But you know, I'm gonna be all right. You know, I'm gonna be all right.